Here is Kilmeade while we're on it, and then here is Kilmeade with Mark Levin. Is this Mark Levin? No, who is this?
Yeah, it's like some small business owner.
Oh, a small business owner, of course. Let's bring a random small business owner. He is the owner of Heartland Brewery. John Bluestein. This is going to be disgusting what Democrats are proposing.
I worked in restaurants my entire life. My family owned bars, go back forever.
Good.
So here's the thing. The entry-level wage is not supposed to be a way you earn a living. It's supposed to be entry level. You get another job, you move to a better job. That's the way it is.
Pause it. Wait a second. I just want to I think we should just focus on two things you just said. One, my parents owned a bunch of bars. So when he went for the entry level position, it was a guaranteed way for him to move up if he wanted to. He says an entry level position is not supposed to be to make a living. What are you supposed to be doing with that entry level position?
Is it an internship?
Yes, they want to internize the economy.
It's a bizarre thing to say. Go back just a
I've
little.
heard that. That's actually a very common Republican
It was
talking
very
point.
revealing, actually.
That's a very I've heard that talking point many times. This is your first job. You're not supposed to make a living.
Yeah, they're still pretending that only teenagers have these kinds of jobs.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
right.
have I was going to look up the percentage. Maybe I will in a second. But it's very high, the amount of people who work minimum wage jobs who aren't teenagers.
Is not supposed to be a way you earn a living. It's supposed to be entry level. You get another job, you move to a better job. That's the way it is. You can't have businesses that are giving people houses.
Thank you. That's the way it's always been. And this, the politicians are effectively buying votes at our expense.
Wow.
They're buying votes as opposed to those politicians who say stuff like, we're going to give business owners like Heartland Brewery a big tax cut. They're not buying votes.
That's supporting
Every
enterprise.
Single Republican who votes for Republican will talk about tax cuts, which presumably are money in their pocket. At least that's what they contemplate, and they're buying their votes. That's what everybody does. That's what we want politicians to do.
But it's different when you give it to black people, as I explained so adroitly after I was defeated by Barack Obama. And while we're at it, when you're being racist, you shouldn't be rude about it. It's my new column on ethical leadership for the Washington Post.
And this is not always the way it's been, needless to say. The purchasing power of the minimum wage has gone way down since the New Deal era.
Well, and just in terms of the minimum wage as to where it should be around $21 based upon inflation and
cost of living
and productivity. So it's absurd. All right, we got to take a quick break.